I want to talk about how placing yourself in the seat of the observer can help you shift into a new identity faster. Now, I'll start with I've been working on being in the seat of the observer for probably at least a year and a half, and I've been in and out of it. I've had very profound moments in that seat, and I hadn't quite been able to really anchor it in as a permanent or more programmed experience for myself. Like, I'd have moments where I would be in it for a week or longer, and then an emotion would pull me out. But this round is a little bit different for me. I'm being stretched with my coaching experience, and it's beautiful. I was fighting against myself and just like swimming around, and like that side of you that wants to fight the stretch. And I kept doing my meditations and saying affirmations and prayers. And then I started to come back to my observer seat and started seeing how sitting in that chair and just watching the thoughts flow by has helped me not get sucked into the emotions. I see how the thoughts that are just rotating through our mind can collect and get us to act out. Like, I've witnessed, the observer. I've observed myself getting fired up by the thoughts that I was thinking. And I just kept taking myself back into the observer, and I just kept calming my body back down by just moving back into it. I have an image of where I'm at when I'm the observer. I probably mentioned it in another video, but I'll mention it again. I had this vision of myself sitting next to a river, sitting on the bank of a river, and I'm just watching it go by, and the river is the stream of thoughts that are coming by in my mind. And when I'm in my observer spot, I'm sitting on the bank watching the stream of thoughts go by in the river. And when I'm doing that, it's silent because I'm watching. But when I'm in the river, I'm paying attention to them, I'm giving them attention. So I've been consistently putting myself back on the bank to watch. And so I've been able to work myself out of a lot of emotional experiences that necessarily, or if I wasn't in that observer spot, would have taken me down the stream onto a tangent of emotional experience or drama or doubt or whatever. And I've pulled myself out of that drama and that doubt by not allowing myself to focus on those thoughts, but by observing them, by sitting back on the bank and just watching them go by. But how it pertains to identity shifting is it allows you to step into action without, the fear, the doubt, the anxiety controlling you, because you're observing the thoughts. And so you can take the action and continue to observe your thoughts and not have that anxiety and that fear control you. Now, granted, your body is still going to be experiencing anxiety and fear. And those are the most important spots where you want to hold the observer's seat the best you can, because those are the moments, those are the very important moments to hold that observer, because you could easily get swept away in the river of conscious thoughts. It can just grab you and just sweep you away. But if you can hold that image of sitting in the observer seat while they move by, you're going to be able to pull yourself out of the reaction, the emotional response. Granted, you're still going to feel it. If there's an emotional experience that you need to feel, you're still going to cry. You're still going to, have those feelings, but they're not going to grip you. You're not going to hold on to them. So they're going to move right through you and leave you a lot faster than they normally would. And then you just get back to being the observer, and while you're witnessing the emotions, while you're feeling them, you're just going to look at them. You're like, oh, that's why I'm going to cry, or that's why I'm angry. And you don't necessarily lash out and act out like you normally would if you were in the thoughts versus observing them. And so, again, when it goes back to the identity, you're just observing your thoughts. And so you've got a goal, or you've got a mission, or you've got action that you need to take that would scare the shit out of you. So as you go approach to make that action happen, you observe the thoughts as you're moving towards making the action. You observe them. Maybe your body will have a response, but as you observe them, it's going to move through you and release. It's going to let go and just flow through, versus being stuck in the thoughts, in the feelings, in all of it, being intertwined in a circle of feeling and thinking and feeling and thinking and feeling and thinking. You're letting it move through. It's going through instead of this. When you hold on, you circle it around. When you let go, it just flows through. Next thing comes through. So you take the action, and the fear and anxiety are like 5% a situation because it's moving through you. But you're not stuck in the thoughts. You're just witnessing them. Witnessing them can be uncomfortable. But if you place yourself back in the observer over and over and over again, you're going to have a lot better chance of moving through it with more grace and ease than you would otherwise. And so then you can start taking the action of your future self and doing the things that normally would scare the shit out of you, make you feel like you're going to puke. Which that's where I'm up against. I'm up against the next level for myself. And I keep witnessing this thought of doing this one thing makes me feel like I want to puke. And I just observe it, because that's a limiting belief in there, and I'm not going to attach to it. I'm just going to witness it. It can play itself out. Like, you'll still have obsessive thoughts, you'll still have nibbling beliefs, you'll still have all of it. It diminishes its power it has over you when you just look at it. Like, literally, your eyes are the observer, and the thoughts coming through come onto a screen, and you just watch them go by like it's part of the motion picture that you're watching. Right now, as I'm talking, I have energy in my root chakra, and I'm just relaxing my root chakra, letting it release. And I'm just going to relax it and be in that space of the observer. If any thoughts come up, I'm just going to watch them go by, let them do their thing. I'm going to continue to watch myself with this little tip and trick, but I feel like this is a pretty big shift for me. And I know it's very important and juicy to share with you guys, because there's a lot of us stuck in the cycle of doubt and worry and anxiety and fear, and just controlling us, keeping us untrusting, keeping us not feeling safe. But when we can get to where we are training ourselves to be watching that stuff going through instead of allowing it to cycle us and drain our energy, then things really start to move for us. We can start taking more aligned action. We can start feeling more trusting. We can start letting all the heavy stuff exist, but not control or hold us. We can start dreaming a little bit bigger and start taking bigger steps without feeling like we're just getting pulled down into the deep muck. It's next level. I share this because there was a time, maybe like a year ago, where I was heavily journaling day and day and day, just affirming things into my journal over and over and over again. It was when I was in the dark night of the soul, and I really just had to affirm these ideas in my head, and I talked about being the observer obsessively. And I had spouts of where I experienced it, I witnessed it, and I was in the place of it. But those emotions always came back up and sucked me down into the cycle. It's like being in a whirlpool. When you're not the observer, it's like you're in a whirlpool in the water where it just spins you around and around and around and around and around. And you're like, how do I get out of it? You know, it's sucking you in. It's pulling you. But once you get to the edge of the shore and you get on land and you just sit there and you watch the water, it just moves. It just is what it is. You just witness it. You just see it. And that's it. It's big. So I'd say I'm probably on day 2 here, seating myself in the observer. And I know I've got some action steps to take the next couple days that, you know, like I said, make me feel like I need to puke. But I'm going to continually keep myself as the observer while I take those steps. And I'm just going to take it as it's no big damn deal. It's just part of me stepping to my next identity, taking steps towards my dreams. And that's it. That's it. What else is there you need? Nothing. The observer. Sit there, play with it. Build an image in your head of what the observer looks like for you. I didn't even ask for this. I was praying and saying affirmations and mantras, and I just got this image that came up in my head of this is what your observer screen looks like. So whenever you're working on towards getting yourself in the observer seat, this is the image that you see. So every time I bring myself back to the observer, train myself to be in that place, I see myself sitting on the banks with the river going by, and that's my thoughts. Like if I want to quiet my thoughts, I pull myself out of the river onto the bank, and things go silent. Play with it, have fun. Maybe make your own image. Whatever is going to get you to pull out of the whirlpool and sit and be still and watch. All right, beautiful beings, thank you for showing up to receive the message, to hear the musings. I send you lots of love and light as you continue to grow, spiritually awaken, and shed the layers of perception. All right, love and laughter till the next video.